What does it mean to waste? Waste means that natural resources like air, water, organisms, and minerals are used and thrown away unnecessarily. Materials thrown away in Teton County today travel to a landfill located in Idaho Falls, 100 miles away. This was not always the case. From the 1950s until 1989, local trash was deposited into Horse Thief Canyon, just a few miles south of town. In time, as the canyon filled and it was discovered that the material deposited there was leaching into and contaminating groundwater underneath, landfilling operations at the site ceased. The location now functions as a transfer station in which trash is collected and then transported by truck to the Bonneville County landfill. Today's landfills are lined and carefully monitored to contain trash and prevent groundwater contamination. Landfilling is an accepted practice, but not a permanent solution. The current capping and remediation of the Horse Thief Canyon site is a multi-million-dollar project that will require ongoing monitoring. Landfilled waste is not a responsibility and liability we want to continue to pass on to future generations.
The opposite of wasting is conserving. Conserving means to use only what is needed and extend the life of materials for as long as possible.
I think you could have dried your hands with this much paper.
The basic steps in conserving resources and minimizing waste are referred to as the 3 R's. The first R is for reduce, which means to use less. The second R is for reuse, which means to use over and over as many times as possible before throwing away. And the third R is for recycle, which means to make new things from existing material instead of extracting more resources from the earth. It's important to follow the R's in order. Let's demonstrate.
The Recycling Center is located south of Jackson at 3270 South Adams Canyon Road. Residential and commercial customers can drop off materials at this location 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Recyclables must be separated, meaning that individual bins are available for cardboard, aluminum cans, newspaper, glass bottles, and so on. This separation minimizes contamination and maximizes the recyclability and value of the material. Residents can also deliver recycling to any of the 7 community bin locations throughout the area. There are also private curbside collection options available for recyclables and yard waste, and ISWR offers a collection service for corrugated cardboard from commercial entities. Eventually, all the materials collected throughout the community are brought to the recycling center. Here they are further sorted by a team of 5 recycling crew members who remove trash and other contaminants by hand. This hard work results in a contamination rate less than 1%. After sorting, the materials are compacted in a machine called a baler. This one is named Big Wally. The rectangular shape of the bales makes them easy to stack, store, and transport. These things are heavy. One bale of aluminum cans contains 33,000 individual cans and weighs 1,000 pounds, or about the same as one class of elementary students and their teacher. Why do we reduce, reuse, recycle, and compost? Because doing so conserves energy, recovers valuable resources, prevents pollution, saves money, and creates jobs.
There is one more important part of conserving resources and keeping material out of the landfill, but it doesn't start with R. It starts with C. The word is composting. Composting means recovering nutrient and energy from discarded organics, or materials that used to be alive. Instead of throwing these items away, composting uses a careful ratio of moisture, heat, and bacteria to transform them into nutrient-rich, reusable soil. Keeping organics out of landfills also prevents the production of methane, a powerful greenhouse gas, as well as leachate, due to their high moisture content. Teton County currently operates a composting program for yard waste, like leaves, branches, grasses, and trees. And soon, the program will accept food waste as well. Once fully implemented, composting yard and food waste in Teton County will allow for the estimated diversion of more than 40% of discarded material from the landfill.
Specialty items such as hardback books, fluorescent light bulbs, batteries, and bear spray are accepted at any time in drop-off bins at the front door or west entrance of the recycling center. Electronics such as televisions, computers, printers, and cell phones are accepted for recycling during business hours. These materials contain recyclable elements as well as potentially hazardous components and are not allowed in the trash. Instead, they are safely recycled through an R2 and ISWR certified company within the U.S. Commercial recycling customers are asked to pay a fee that covers the cost per pound to process these materials. Residents are asked to contribute what they can afford toward the cost of recycling.
The Household Hazardous Waste Collection Facility is located here at Adams Canyon, just behind the recycling center. Materials such as paints, household cleaning products, pesticides, herbicides, poisons, and solvents are accepted by appointment only on designated collection days from April through October. Hazardous materials are collected and safely stored on-site until they can be sent for responsible disposal via a third-party contractor. Bringing materials to this facility keeps pollution out of area soils and waterways.
Reducing, reusing, recycling, composting, and responsible solid waste management are part of a larger picture called zero waste. While wasting nothing, or zero, may sound like a daunting task, Teton County is committed to getting as close as possible. We say we're on the road to zero waste. Currently, Teton County is able to divert or keep out of the landfill 38% of discards. A resolution approved in 2014 by Teton County Commissioners and the town of Jackson calls for 60% diversion by the year 2030. Some of the opportunities and programs planned within this timeframe are food waste composting, the increased diversion of construction materials, and an expansion of recycling services.
Don't waste this place. First, reduce and reuse. Then recycle and compost. Remember to recycle right and contact Teton County ISWR for assistance. Together we are on the road to zero waste and within reach of a more sustainable Jackson Hole.